the notion that we're all one culture is very much an illusion. I think the internet and modern communication in general helps to encourage the notion that that pretty soon we'll all be wearing the same tennis shoes, the same sneakers, the same running shoes, and of course we'll all be in blue jeans, and we'll all speak English. I don't think that that is an inevitable trend at all, and I think that the phenomenon of globalism plays out differently in different places.
The thing with this globalization is it does not, to me, in any sense, denies the value of your identity as a culture. To appreciate the fact that Ukrainians for many decades have been deprived of their own voice. If you talk with young Ukrainian filmmakers, oftentimes you hear this kind of disbelief that somebody in the world really cares for who we are, where we come from, what our historical experience is, and what we really have to tell the world.
What's happening there now is critical. It has nothing to do with easy questions in terms of identity, but a lot of very hard questions in terms of identity, and a lot of very hard questions in terms of what a nation is.
Globalization is now used as a new code word in situations where before you had internationalism. And internationalism was a justification for assimilation into Russian culture, and a justification for giving up your own national identity. Before you globalize, you are somebody first. You're a Pole, you are a Ukrainian, you are a Russian, you are an American, you are a Canadian.
Now Canada, who has the cheapest energy in the world, the cheapest steel in the world, the cheapest aluminum in the world, has no car company.
So right? You should buy the stuff.
We help make parts for the American car industry. This is kind of a national agency in terms of how to deal in a truly global economy. Now, if that's what you're pointing to when you say, hey, how does Ukraine effectively act in a global economy to maintain some sort of economic independence? Well, you're right on the money. And nobody, neither the Russians nor the Americans, want them to have that economic autonomy. But how are we going to gain agency within the global market so that our people, in fact, are making decisions and have employment and jobs for the long term?
I think global identity would imply a sense of agency, in which case globalization is not a threat, but it's how you participate within that globalization.
So globalization, again, should not kind of block the fact that you start with who you are. And that's part of your humanity, who you are.